Well, Fatik came from kind of, Federico Rojas understanding, there's so much to learn. So kind of just summing up, like, smoking too much weed and and coming up with the idea of like I only know as much as I'm open to, and so like embracing how much there is to know, and learn. So like, and so it's an acronym of for all that I know, Fatik. Um, Finding joy, like there's this whole thing of like how much childhood, hopefully for most of us, like how much joy like being a child is. So and like, so I was never really good at much, like and like other than like pleasure, like joy, like finding like joy out there, like always like like we should, and so we kind of lose that. And so I don't know, where it can be kind of like lost. So anyway, but and yeah, knowing that like from an early age, like music and dancing, like showed all that to me, each and every time. So like that kind of like that feeling hasn't changed. Like it's still the same when I first got, at 16, 17, going to a place. So yeah, that. Uh, Kind of gonna cheat a little bit, a big one, is David Mancuso. Uh, you know, Another is, sort of kind of the cheating part of it is like actually like being in New York, so like the sum of it, where like there's so many things happening like culturally and like especially musically, like in like the people that follow it and they're like really devoted to it. So kind of cheating because like it's the sum of it, like being here, in New York is in itself like inspiring. So yeah, and anything that passes through that and touches that, kind of also goes into that. A lot of energy. Like there's like a thing of like kind of like if you're gonna carry, if you're gonna carry records, and you're gonna play and you're gonna kind of like, I kind of had put it into words the other day, was like if you're gonna carry that and you have a certain amount of time to play something, like you want every one of them to hopefully count. So a lot of funk, soul, disco, jazz, like things that are really gonna be like have an impact on people if you're listening. I pulled it out. I figured it out. There's one that I really like that is called "She's My Lady" by the Groovin' Company. But anyways, so yeah, that's a heavy one because it's a great record for me to like reset, and it has such a high energy bass line, like groove to it that it's super sexy and it's a great like reset record. So that's one right now. It started out of like sort of necessity, like like I'd been working at another distributor for almost 5 years and kind of reached a stage where I wanted to kind of take over. I wanted to like learn more. I'd gotten to a certain point where I'd like learned up to a certain, where I wasn't gonna learn anymore if I didn't do something else. So I wanted to kind of like, I don't know, just take take the idea of having like a store, like being able to like, sell music and learn about new, music and like be a point of like movement in that, like on a physical level, like of like actual vinyl. So from there it was like necessity. Like I didn't have anything else. Like I wasn't, I'd already been doing it for long, like a certain amount of time that there wasn't any, way back. And, like we're going into the 8th year. So it kind of came from all of, some of like the bare bones of that, and then of course like the love, the joy, and the luck of being able to do, like have these opportunities to like be able to do this. So I love doing what I do.